Alright, this is a new concept that I want you to look at today, and it's actually going to make multiplying fractions so much easier. Okay, and it actually kind of adds a little fun to it, okay? So what I want you to see is we're going to be learning a new word called canceling. Okay? And it's somewhat like reducing, okay? But up to this point, you have multiplied your fractions and then reduced them. Okay? With canceling, it's kind of like you reduce them first and then you multiply them. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you an example of one of them. 3/5 times 2/3. Alright. Now, normally what you would do, you would say 3 times 2 is 6, 5 times 3 is 15, and then you would think to yourself, is there a number that will go into both 6 and 15? And I just gave it away. 3 is the answer, so that we could reduce it. So 3 will go into 6 2 times, and 3 will go into 15 5 times. So our actual answer after it's reduced would be 2/5. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you an easier way, and it's using a method called canceling, and it's reducing before you must multiply. Okay, so what I want you to see is that we can take any numerator, which is the top number, and any denominator, and we can reduce them, okay, by asking ourselves what number will go into both of these. Okay, now as you can see, I can't look at this 3 and this 5 on this problem and reduce it, because nothing will go into both 3 and 5. Okay, but the cool thing is, like I said in the beginning, I can take any numerator with any denominator. Okay, this is my denominator, one of them, and this is my numerator on one of them. Okay, is there a number that will go into both these 3's? Hopefully you say yes. 3 will reduce it. So 3 divided by 3 would be 1. And on this one, 3 divided by 3 would be 1. Okay? And then we look at this next part. Can I take 2 and 5 and reduce it at all? Will a number go into both 2 and 5? Hopefully you see no is the answer on that. So that means we're done. Alright? So now we work the problem now that we've canceled out everything. So now I go 1 times 2 is 2, and 5 times 1 is 5. And hopefully you see that's the same answer we got first, but we reduced first instead of at the end. Okay? Let's do another one. 5/6 times 1/5. And this kind of looks almost like the other one did. Hopefully you see right off that 5 and 5 will reduce. Okay? What number will go into both 5 and 5? And 5 will go into both of them. So 5 will go into 5 one time. Same thing here, one time. 1 and 6 do not work. We can't think of anything. So 1 times 1 is 1. 6 times 1 is 6. So our answer would be 1/6. Alright, let's do a little bit harder one now that you're kind of getting used to it. Okay, so I have the problem 1 and 1/9 times 1 and 1/5. Alright, so let's look at this. Hopefully y'all remember that you cannot multiply mixed numbers. Okay, we have to make them into improper fractions first. So let's do that first. Alright, hopefully you remember how to do this. 9 times 1 is 9, and 9 plus 1 is 10. And then I bring down my denominator that I have been working with already. Okay? Then, let's do this one. 5 times 1 is 5, and 5 plus 1 is 6. So I'll put my 6 and I keep my denominator. Alright. Now, can I reduce these? Will a number go into both these? No. What about this one? No. But let's try to do it crosswise, okay? Will a number go into 10 and 5? Hopefully you see very quickly, yes, yes. Okay, what number? 5 will go into both. 5 will go into 10 2 times. 5 will go into 5 one time. But hopefully you see that's not the only one that can be reduced. Let's look at this 6 and 9. What number will go into both 6 and 9? Hopefully you thought of 3. 3 will go into 6 2 times. 3 will go into 9 3 times. Okay, now let's see what we get. Now this is our new number 2 and 2, 3 and 1. Okay, so I'm going to multiply these. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 1 is 3. Alright, so our answer is 4/3, but this is not where you should stop. Hopefully you know what we're supposed to do next. Okay, we're going to make this improper fraction into a mixed number. Okay, so this says 4 divided by 3, so that's exactly what I will do. Okay, 4 divided by 3. 3 will go into 4 one time. Bring it down, bring that up, and that over. 1 1/3. So my final answer to this problem is 1 1/3. Alright, let's do one more so that you'll be prepared for anything that you face, and this one is a division problem. So, here we go. 5/6 divided by 5/2. Okay? Now, hopefully on this, instantly you remembered that you cannot divide by a fraction. Okay? Hopefully you remember that I have to make this into a multiplication problem. And when I do that, the 5/2 becomes its reciprocal, 2/5. Okay? Now it's just like any other problem that we've been working on. Okay, but instead of going 5 times 2 equals 10 and 6 times 5 equals 30 and then reducing, we can actually reduce beforehand in what's called canceling, like we're learning. Okay, so let's take what will go into both 5 and 5. 5 will go into 5 one time, 5 will go into 5 one time. Hopefully you notice that 2 and 6 will also reduce. What number will go into both those? Hopefully you thought of 2. 2 will go into 2 one time, 2 will go into 6 3 times. Okay, so now we are ready to multiply. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Our final answer is 1/3. And that is lesson 70.